and we're going to get started. So I don't want to waste any time because there is so much to fit in. So today we're getting stuck into the masterclass. So this is the Online Sales Six-Figure Business Blueprint Masterclass, where I am going to be helping you create your personalized strategy. Okay, so we're going to be going into all the areas, because there is not one area, as I've been saying the whole time, in creating that successful business and creating consistent online sales. So we're going to be diving in and creating your personalized blueprint. And today is the day that can literally completely change your life. Okay, so I am super excited for everything that we're going to be doing. Like I said, if you only go to one session, this is the session to be at. Please make sure you watch it all the way till the end, because it is absolutely covered in gold. We are covering so much today. I'm going to move this over here because I think it'd be a little bit easier for me to see the comments here. For some reason I turn right more than I turn left. It just doesn't feel right trying to look left, so I'm going to move you over here. Who have we got? Offer thing I took away yesterday is my products need to be, oh, the comments keep going. You have to keep touching this. Hello, cool. I can see you all joining. Amazing. So I can see, I know some of you are still joining now, but I'm aware of time and I want to make sure that I fit everything in. Annoyingly, I haven't got anything where the time just stays up for me, which I could really do with to make sure that I do this and don't go too over time today. So we've got 90 minutes. Okay, so please get yourself comfortable, because we are going to be deep diving. So I'm going to just get stuck in right now. I'm going to get on with the masterclass, and I'm super excited for everything that we're going to be covering today. So let me just tell you a bit about what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be speaking about why now is the perfect time to grow and thrive in your business online. We're going to be speaking about the 5 essential areas you need to master now to create a solid business, get visible, and make sales online. We share exactly why me and my clients are thriving now, how you can too, with real examples of this, because I think it's really important to see that, especially during a recession and during this period that we've currently been in these last few years. We're going to create your personalized six-figure blueprint. And we're going to have some exciting announcements, some exclusive opportunities just for you. Like, I can't tell you how exciting this part is. And also there'll be questions at the end. So time for you to ask me anything as well. Okay. So super excited. Who is ready? Who is excited? And I'm going to carry on. So I will be checking the comments and stuff throughout, but I want to make sure that I get through this because we've got a lot to get through today. So let's get on. So all I want you to do right now is turn off any distractions that you have. So please, if you're watching on the replay, do this. If you're watching this live, do this. Get away from distractions. You know, if you've got tabs up or whatever else, just have this open. Don't have anything else around you. This is your time to really dive deep into your business. This is really important. I'm going to have to go quite fast because there's a lot I want to cover and go over, and different people, different things are going to apply to different people. Therefore, I need to kind of mention a lot of different areas for it to really work for everyone. Okay, so I'm going to be covering a lot. You want to make sure that you are paying attention. Okay, be honest with yourself, participate, bring your best energy. I want to see comments going through the roof, comments. I want to see your interaction, and I want you to bring your best energy. And again, please make sure that you watch till the end. You know, like it's really important because the best stuff is going to be happening there. And we're going to also be having a Q&A as well. So make sure that you are participating. So first thing is this question that I have for you. Why is now the time for you to transform you and your business and to make sales online? Why is it important to you? So I just want you to, again, your intuition, the first thing that comes to mind, answer this question. So why is now the time for you to transform you and your business? Okay, why is it important to make this change, create this breakthrough, make these online sales? Okay, why is it important for you to do this right now? There is no time like the present. Love it. Why not? Yep, exactly. Okay, we need to have a reason why now, and in a moment I'll kind of share with you mine when I got started. I've had these throughout every time I've grown. But why is it important to you? Because you need to have your own reason why it's important, or you're never going to do it. Okay, like, why is it now? Why not wait another 5 years? Why not wait another year? Why not wait another 10 years? Oh god, I mean, it's a completely different space there, and the rate that things are changing online. But why is it important to you now? You guys are here for a reason. Like, I believe all of you are here for a reason. Okay. And I want to know what it is. So debt and dreams. I'm between jobs to have more time. Oh, perfect. Had a crap 2021, need to turn things around. It's now or never. Love that. What else have we got? Why not? No time like the present. So I can help more people. Exactly. Amazing. We're going to dive into these in just a second as well. So keep them coming. And I want you just to write your reasons. So make a positive impact, contribute to society, be more self-determined, amazing life changes. I cannot silence it any longer, or wait, the louder it gets. Financially stable, life is too short. Amazing. Keep them coming. Okay. The more reasons you have, the more chance you like to do it. Moving to Australia for a few months, you want your business. Okay, that went really quickly, but yep. Before I burn my bridges. Cool. Amazing. Okay, keep them coming, keep typing them in. Okay, because this is your fuel, this is your fire, this is the stuff that's going to get you out of bed. Okay, so just to kind of very quickly, I'm just going to go over some overall reasons why now is the time to take your business online to a whole other level using the online space. Just a few kind of logical reasons, okay, just as far as the market and where things are, all right, because things are always changing online, all right, things are always changing online. So honestly, the best time to start an online business was actually like 5-6 years ago, you know, like when it started. Like, if you could have done it, it does get busier, it does become harder, I'll be honest with you, but it's the best time right now. Okay, yesterday was the best time, but if you didn't do it yesterday, do it now, right? So it really is it is changing and evolving all the time. But a few things, obviously, we're in a recession still, right? We can't rely on companies or jobs. We have to create it for ourselves. We can't rely on these things that we thought were stable. Like, if you put all your eggs in one basket with one job and you lose that, you lose everything. When you have an online business, your income is diversified. You have lots of different employers, you could say, but clients. So if you lose one, it's not the end of the world. So it's actually much more stable. Okay, you get to reach a global market and make your business recession proof. You're not just relying on local markets. Online is now, it's the future. It's where everyone goes for information, help, support. We even have the phrase Google it, right? It's where most of us buy from. We Google it to find the solutions and answers. Online businesses allow you to package up your knowledge and sell it to hundreds of thousands of people. Okay, you can package up what you know and do, and there is no limit to the amount of people that you can sell it to. There's been a massive increase on all these types of courses and so much more. People are needing more support, mental health, retraining, qualifications. People have been made redundant. People, after these last couple of years, people have really been rethinking their lives, their relationships, their health, what they do, their careers. This is such a great time to help people with what it is that you do, okay? Because people are looking for that. Now is the time to learn a new skill or retrain, okay? Get online, become an asset yourself, become a valuable asset, okay? So that you're worth more, so you can contribute more too. You can create multiple sources of income, so you aren't relying on one employer or one program. You can sell different things. The way business is changing, people want to work with people they trust, okay? Niches and small businesses, not just these massive corporations. Let me know if you prefer working with smaller businesses to massive corporations, if you like that kind of high touch point that you get from a smaller business. Let us know in the comments. Now is the only time to take action, and we've had that in the comments. It's the only time to take action. You will never feel ready, okay? We must work from home, adapt quickly. Again, this is something that's been happening. We're already kind of past that, but there's always that adaptation. But we're never going to ever feel ready, okay? It's about, you know, there's a reason you're here. There's a reason that you signed up to a program that said, let's have your breakthrough with online sales, right? That's what you want. That's why you're here. And hopefully, you know, this is something that's going to really transform things for you going forward from today. And like I said, you wouldn't be here, would you, if you didn't want to transform yourself or your business, right? So let me see some of the comments. Absolutely hate being just a number. Yes, I love the intimacy of working with smaller businesses. Yeah, me too. Hello, because see lots of new people joining. So I want you just to do this quickly before we dive in. I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to look at this. What is the cost of not doing it? So your goal, what you want, the reason that you're here, your intention, okay? So it's probably around something like making your online business success, all right? And you'll have a different intention and words that you use around that and why. And you wrote that down on Monday, okay? You should have written it down on Monday. I want you just to answer this right now. What is the cost of not doing it? We too often focus on the cost of doing something. Oh, it's going to take up time. Oh, it's going to cost me money. Oh my God, there's that fear of I fail. Oh God, we focus, like our mind has a negativity bias, okay? But what I want you to focus on right now, because this is the important thing, because we can use excuses and reasons either way, right? And if we want something positive, we've got to think of the excuses why we want to do it, not why we shouldn't do it, right? What is the cost of not doing it? So not bringing on those online sales, not pursuing your business, not reaching your full potential. Type them in right now. What is the cost for you for not doing it? Okay, just type those in right now. I just want to see what comes up for you. What is the cost of not doing it? Okay, so we've got mental health, moving me or my mum and family. Yep, so it's going to cost you that if you don't do it. Your happiness, yep, that's a massive one. What else have we got? Not having the freedom to be me. Letting yourself down, always feeling regret. Yes, a massive one. The cost of my mental health, happiness, ambition. Such a high cost too, right? Such a high cost. What else do we have? Keep them coming, and I'll share some that I've written as well. What have we got? My own business, doing a disservice to those I can help, not serving my purpose yet. And I carry on putting these in, financial freedom. And I'll just share some that I've kind of written down here, which reflect what you say, you know, staying in the same place. There's nothing worse than like reliving that same year, yeah, and staying in the same place over and over again. The loss of money you could be making. I really want you to understand that, of course, anything, when you want to grow, there's an investment, okay? There's going to be a time investment, a financial investment. There's always investments, okay? So often you have to put something up front before something comes back to you, yeah? That's just how it is, okay? But when I marry my husband, I have to pay money and all that to do that before it comes back to me, or, you know, or start a business. So I have to invest in that, or invest in the infrastructure or team and things like that. Like, there is a cost. But we think about that rather than the loss of what we could be making. So, you know, when I started my business, or even, you know, any point in my business, when as it's grown, you know, me not doing certain actions, me not investing in certain things was costing me money I could have been making. But because I wasn't making it, it wasn't in my construct, it wasn't in my mind to think that I was losing money. Yeah. And this is how I'm thinking at the moment with our investments. We're looking to try and move our money into places to make sure it's growing, because it's been in ISAs where actually it's been losing money, and that's really bad, right? It needs to be in a high, you know, shares and stuff like that. I won't go into detail on that, but, you know, like, you don't see that you're actually losing money by not doing these activities. You're losing money by not investing in the things that can help you, the mentorship, the trainings, the programs, the team, you know, the things, the infrastructure things, the people that can actually help you. Yeah. So it's thinking about the loss, okay, the loss of money that you could be making. Wasted time. There is nothing more valuable than our time, okay? That's such a huge cost. Such a huge cost, your time. Never releasing your full potential. Again, this is a real driver for me, knowing that I could be doing more and not doing it. That's a nagging feeling I hate. Saying but not doing, and this is where you break that trust for yourself. I spoke about this in the welcome video. Every time you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you break the trust in yourself. You say this is important to me, but your actions are demonstrating something else, or your non-actions. You become someone that isn't very, you can't trust yourself or believe yourself, and others find it hard to trust you, okay? So it's aligning what you say you're going to do and what you do, okay? So you become a trustworthy, consistent person. Not making money. What will happen if you don't, okay? If you're not making that money. Not helping the people you're meant to help. I've seen that one come up a few times. Creating more space for people who aren't sincere and that can't help people like you can. This is a massive driver for me. There are a lot of people in my space who are just doing it for the money, who they just there's so much I could say on this. Or I see, I've been in this space for years, so I've seen people that join my joined a 3-day event that I've done, and completely new to business, and then they're suddenly I'm a business coach and I've got all these years experience, when they had zero experience. they've taken all my content, they've done things and they're just trying to replicate it. And you're just like, that's not really from a place of integrity, that's not from a place of experience, right? So, but you also see it with people, really big people who, and I've been part of programs where they sign up hundreds of people, they just want to make a load of money, they talk about how much money they make, and people are like, wow, you make all this money, let me work with you. And then you sign up and actually you get no mentorship because there's hundreds of people in the program, you never get a question answered, you never get any feedback, and you don't get results. I know, and I've had so many clients come to me after having that experience, and I've been in that experience too. I have still got the results because I've pushed through, but I've experienced that. And if we pull back, we create more space for people like this, okay, who, you know, just throwing the numbers out there, and people are signing up because they're going, oh, you know, they're making loads of money. Doesn't mean they're delivering, okay? Doesn't mean that they're delivering, okay? Really important, okay? And it's the same with all industries, okay? What else can we see here? What else? I've had that experience. Yeah, Rebecca's had that experience. I reckon many people probably have, yeah? You know, a lot of people have had that experience. So let me just very quickly, now many of you know my story, if you've been listening to my podcast, you'll know that, but I just want to kind of tap on, you know, where it started for me, and then we're going to get really stuck in, okay? And many of you will know this if you've been following me, and I'm just going to give you the brief story rather than the in-depth one here, just to connect you with where it all began for me, because it really began 2014, September the 16th, 2014. Well, 2015 that was, but just before then it started on my 30th birthday. And I'm not going to go into as much depth on this right now, just because I want to make sure we cover everything today. But I was lucky enough to have the most amazing relationship with my mother-in-law. Now, growing up, I felt very different from I am very different from my family, and they have mental health problems. My mum has mental health problems, so does my dad. He was adopted too. My mum came over from Portugal when she was only 9 years old, and she was made to work from 9 years old. She came over from Portugal when she was 15, and she had her own stuff that happened to her that affected her and the way she was able to parent and be as a person. And I'm one of 5. And I always felt so different growing up, very different to my upbringing. I grew up in council housing, you know, had, you know, lots of siblings, and we were always on the poverty line. And it wasn't even just a financial thing, it was the mental stuff that was the biggest thing. And I knew from a young age I needed to get out of that situation. And I did at 16 when I found a college that had halls, and that's a whole story in itself. When it really transformed my life doing that. Now, when I met my husband, I was literally over the moon when I met his mum, Sue, who was literally like the mother I never had, and we just got on so much. She became like a best friend to me, and just absolutely the most amazing person, like just the most amazing person. After knowing her 10 months, we found out that she had cancer, and it was terminal. And then 5 years later, she literally survived 5 years with it. She got to see us get married, and her other son, her last child be born. Like literally, we got to take her on holiday, do all these amazing things, and she very suddenly passed. It was very suddenly, and just after my 30th birthday. And I shared the story recently on my podcast, so I'm not going to share the exact story of what happened then. It will make me cry, but it was a moment in my life where things were never the same. And the echo effect after that year of after she passed on December the 9th 2014, was that it affected my relationship with my husband. It affected my at work. They pulled me away from where I was currently working, the office that I was in. I was moved offices, and I was kind of like on my own. And it created this year afterwards where I literally wanted to, you know, I don't know if any of you have lost someone that you really you love, and you're suddenly like they're not there anymore, and it's like you just feel like you have to live, that you have to experience things. What can you do? And I knew that I had to change my career. I knew how to do that. And I really was in this place of wanting to live. And my husband was actually getting reactive depression. So it created a bit of a breaking point. And I started getting anxiety. All these things happened. But it was on the 16th of September 2015 when I literally hit a day where I was like, I cannot go back into work. And I have to start my business. I have to Your mum get devastating. So, and I literally got to that point, I can't go back. I have to make this work. And I had been looking at the coaching industry, and a friend of mine had done really, really well in it, and she recommended a program. And like they say, when the pupil is ready, the teacher will appear. And I joined a program, it's called the Divine Living Academy then, which I joined for a year. And I think I've told you guys before, but it was October, so it was Valentine's Day, the 31st of October, that I joined. And I remember when I found out, I was just like, I have to do this. I can't go back to work. I need a new career. I'd looked at coaching for ages. It literally ticks every box of who I was and what I wanted to do and the kind of business I wanted to run, and what I wanted to give back and everything. And I knew I had to do it, but it was a high investment, especially for me then. It was £14,500, and it was like, well, how am I going to do this? And I was telling my husband, and he supported me, but it's like, I got no idea how you're going to get the money. I'm like, well, how can I do it? And it was that whole thing of like, we just bought this house, okay? We just lost our mother-in-law, like just bought this house. It needed full renovations done. It needed everything doing. I had a young son. But I was like, I'll make it work, okay? And that's where I pulled from resources, savings, shares, and the last bit I needed, I got the exact amount when I applied for a credit card, okay? And it all came together. Now I still had other investments to make. I had to pay. You can see I'm in Paris there. We had to travel in Paris there. I'm in Florence in the top picture. I had to travel every 3 months, pay for these freaking 5-star expensive hotels, and everything. But I knew it would come because I was committed, and I was joining a program that would give me the knowledge that I would need to grow a business online. Okay, so I was committed and knew that I would do my part. Okay, and it did. And this was the start of where I'm at now. And even though this was years ago now, and I've done so many things since, it's still such a fundamental thing, because it was that ultimate shift in where I was to where I am now. It was the start of everything, but still, I still didn't feel like they were like ultimately my kind of people, right? Or who I wanted. There are things I didn't like about the program. Like I said, there were a lot of people in it. You didn't get the time you needed and things like that. And ultimately, what gave me my purpose was building my own programs, okay? Because I started off doing one-on-one work, but building my own programs, actually working with women, bringing women together to thrive. And if any of you've been to my workshops, been part of my masterminds, been in my academies, you know that I bring amazing women together, right? Like, that. So if any of you have been in those, or even just this week, you might have experienced that. Bring like-minded women together. Obviously, like attracts like. Your energy brings similar people, and it's literally my life purpose, especially because I came from something that I felt so different from my whole entire life, in order to actually be around people that are similar to me. Yes, I've done them all. Yeah, Rebecca has done them all. Yay. So you know what it's like, and it's like, to have that is just amazing, and I love it. And it's what I was gonna say, what I get off on. I'm not sure if that's the right word to use, but it's my life purpose. Okay, it's something I didn't even know that was my purpose until I did it, right? And it really is. So since then, again, I've kind of spoke about this. Now I don't know if you can see me in that picture, but I was invited to Facebook for my contribution to groups. I've helped hundreds of women start successful online businesses. I've got a Facebook group of over 5,000. We've got over 50,000 social media followers in total now. More if you add the podcast subscribers too. I've grown my business, so I run high-end masterminds, the Themetical Evolution Academy, mastermind day events, 3-day business transformation workshop, digital products courses, affiliate speaking. It generates multiple 6 figures a year, with profits averaging around 56%. Got a super high client retention rate, and the podcast has been in the charts since we launched it right at the beginning of December. So as you can see there, we're beating Tony Robbins. Not right now, unfortunately, but I think that was in education as well, which is a big chart. So I absolutely love doing the podcast and stuff as well. And I've become a qualified NLP master, timeline therapist. I'm a certified coach. I'm also now registered with the CPD as a training company, so I can give you certifications and give you high-level training as well, because there's a lot of crap online, and I want to make sure that my stuff is a higher standard to everything, and that I can really help people in a way that most people can't, and to make sure that my stuff's being overseen too, so that I'm making sure that I do things right. I was the cover coach of Coach magazine. I've been featured and been in Ideal Home, House Beautiful, which was a childhood dream of mine. Something I used to visualize and imagine as a child when I was in this cluttered, quite a negative often environment, a lot of shouting, a lot of screaming, a lot of suicidal attempts. I'm not even going to go into all of that right now, but I just need you to have an understanding that where I am right now, oh my God, it's getting me emotional, is very different to where I started. So just so that you can understand that wherever you are right now, wherever you've been, anything is possible. I've obviously got to travel a lot with my work, got to, because it's not happened recently. But more than anything, it's this, and this is the stuff that gets me emotional. It's the change I've been able to create for my son, who, as you know, I had only 20 years old. The relationship I've got with my husband. God, sorry, I'm getting all emotional here. But it's from a place of connection. The charitable work I've been able to do. So the girls on the left I sponsor, I pay for all their education. They're in Mozambique, all of their supplies, all of their education, because a lot of people in this world do not get to have something basic like an education, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful. And I think we need to understand that the work that we do creates this massive ripple effect. Should have brought tissues. Massive ripple effect that we can help people on such a bigger level. Okay, we can transform, like I know I've transformed generational things. So my son, who's in a completely different place to where I was, and the kind of childhood I had compared to him, kind of get triggered by my childhood today. That doesn't normally happen. But just keeping this real, right? And we can help other people on a bigger scale. And this is why I do what I do, as well as actually being able to help women, help people like you. And I really hope I get to help you beyond today, and work with women on such a deeper level. That's my purpose, right? But then also the byproduct of that, and me growing and my business growing, is I'm able to help others too and create those changes. And you can freaking do this too. Okay, you can do this too. And it creates this ripple effect that, again, I don't think you always see. We sometimes think about our own goals, and we think of things, and doing this for years and working with hundreds of clients and hundreds of people, I see this ripple effect. So Rowena, who is a client of mine, long-term client, who's also become a really great friend, I remember seeing this come up in my feed and I screen grabbed it. It made me emotional. And this was a testimonial she got. She's a homeopath, a family homeopath. And this testimonial came up for her, okay? I'm so lucky to have had amazing support from Rowena during my recent pregnancy. After a pregnancy with so many complications, which resulted in the loss of my baby girl, I asked for advice from Rowena on how I could stay as healthy as possible. The support with treating some reoccurring symptoms. She guided me through the pregnancy, where I've managed to avoid all infections and deliver my healthy daughter. As someone that usually catches anything, I could honestly say that I've never been so well. If you're looking for an alternative treatment remedy, I can't recommend Rowena Prescott enough. So thankful for her help. So what I love about that is Rowena's work. I helped Rowena set up her business, right? She was a teacher when she first started working with me, and I helped her set up her business. She's constantly fully booked now. We've now got her doing a membership site as well. She's been part of the academy. She also went to join the mastermind, and now she's a really good friend of mine too. But her growing her business meant that this person here had a baby who wasn't able to conceive before, through Rowena's incredible work. And it's this ripple effect of when you do something and you help someone, there's ways that you can't help other people, but they can, and then they help them and they help them, and it's this amazing ripple effect. And in this world where there is so much negative stuff happening, which I've avoided talking about right now, right, because I want us to focus on this, there's so much negative stuff that has happened these last few years, and right now, that any good we can do, we create this ripple. Okay, we create this positive ripple, which we help someone, they help others, they help others, and it's amazing. And when you haven't started that thing yet, you don't realize the power of that. You know, I'd never connect what I do with this, you know, and then this person, like what that's going to help her with, and her child being born. And do you know what I mean? So I think sometimes you just need to connect with, like, you doing good, you going for what's good for you going for your dreams, you working on you growing your business, you invested in yourself, because you are the best investment you can ever invest in. Helps everyone else. It helps your children, it helps your children's children, it helps your clients, it helps your clients' clients. There's a ripple effect to that. And I just feel like sometimes we need to freaking connect with that, because we get stuck in a day-to-day, oh, I got to post on social media, you know, I got to make a sales call. And we don't realize that these things that we do, these actions we take, have a much deeper impact and ripple effect. Okay, and I just want to take that moment for you to understand that, connect with that. This is my story, this is what I've seen, but this can be you too, and this is you too, and I'm sure you've already done it in ways that you haven't even realized. Okay, so yes to all of this, exactly my vision, starting from baby, in a world where we can be anything, be kind. Totally agree. So my business has transformed my life and thousands of other people's, and I want you to do the same. Okay, I want you to do the same. So what I would love us to do, and as we transition into the core content right now, I want you to just take a moment, and I always like to write a little affirmation. So you get me to compose my crying stuff. Let me have a sip of water. And this is going to be our affirmation, our statement. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is I'd just like you to take a deep breath all the way in and all the way out. And I want you to say, either in your head or out loud, it's my time to grow my business and make my personal and business dreams come true now. Okay, let's do that one more time. Deep breath in and all the way out. It's my time to grow my business and make my personal and business dreams come true now. Okay, affirm it. It's important. So who is ready to get on? Let me know in the comments. Who is ready for this? Who's excited? So we can start the process right now, and I can share with you my 6-figure business system. Let me just see who's still here as well, because I know I've been talking for a little bit. Let us know. Let us know. Let me know. I want to see. Yay. Amazing. So can see yeses. I'm going to get on with it because I'm going to go quite quickly. So just I'd like you to type rather than take notes. You can take some notes, but I want you to interact. That's most important for me and for you, because you're going to get something from the interaction. This will still be here after, so you can come back and you can look, okay? But it will all go into your unconscious mind anyway, all right? Hell yes, love it. So the first part of our system, part 1, okay, is clarify and create. Okay, clarity and create. Okay, and this is the things that we need to be aware of. All right, so the first part of when we are looking to create that 6-figure success, and again, this can be whether you are completely starting up or whether you are already in your business, whether you've been in your business a few years, it doesn't matter, because these areas are fundamental. Whenever I create a new product or program, or I'm looking to scale, I have to go back and do all this again. I have to look at all these systems. It's not like, oh, I can just skip this part. It's unfortunately, if you do that, that can be your broken foundation. Okay, that can be your, what do they call it, your thingy here. Achilles. Can't remember what it's called, but you know what I mean. So what you want, your goals and your values. Okay, so really important to know where you're going. You need to know what it is that you want, your goals and your values. Okay, really, really important. If you're not clear on those things, they're the things that you need to focus on. And having a good relationship with money and your mindset is fundamental to all of this. And we've been speaking about this the last couple of days. I think we've gone into this. So I want you just to think and ask yourself, is your relationship with money good? Is your mindset strong? Are you feeling confident? Okay, because these are just some of the basics that we need to be aware of. You need to have all your business systems set up. So there's a lot of different systems in business. Okay, so this is like your accounts, your business account, your, like, whether you're registered as a limited company. This could be, again, if it's next level stuff, this could be your contracts for different levels. This is like all the systems and things set up, the automation, these parts, which are the foundational things to make sure that your business is running effectively. Payment options, merchant accounts, things like that. Okay. You need to know who your ideal client is, okay? Who your niche is, your target market is, and their greatest needs, all right? So your ideal client, again, the person that you're speaking to day to day, your target market, the people that you are targeting, that you're focusing on, okay? Your niche, the area that you specifically focus on. So just say you're a nutritionist, it could be that you focus on pregnant women who've just had a baby, okay? And that could be your niche, okay? Women who have just had a baby, and you focus on their nutritional needs while they're breastfeeding. Yeah, so that would be your niche, so, or micro niche. So you need to know these things. They're fundamental. The specific problems that you solve, every single one of you are problem solvers here. Okay, you're problem solvers. So what is the specific problem that you are solving? If you don't know that, again, that is something that you have to work on. Your brand and business vision and mission. So you need to know what this is. What is your business all about? What's the mission? What's the values of your business? This comes across in everything that you do online. Confidence in yourself and your product. Okay, we spoke about this a little bit yesterday. Being really confident in what it is that you do and your product. You need to have a great product that is clear to your audience, that clients want, and of course that they get results. This is how your business is going to grow. This is how you're going to create more sales. By being clear, people know why they need to buy it. So again, a lot of this is going to be in your messaging, all right? And branding. So again, this is your brand. This is what people see when they see you online. So your brand as far as your message, but also your visual brand. And again, this is going to help you stand out. So these are kind of the basics around clarity, around what you need to create. Okay, so a confused mind always says no. So I just want you to ask yourself for a second on some of these basic things. Are you clear on all of these, and what do you need to be clearer on? So if there's something that comes to your head, just type it in now, what it is. Okay, if there is something. Cool, I can see a few different things there. Working on your money mindset, awesome. So confused mind always says no. What is it you need to be clear on? And just give you an example of a client, an academy client as well, who when she did the money mindset stuff, okay, she literally focused on this. And the moment she focused just on this before she did anything else in the academy, she said, I'm blown away by what happened. I went back to my salon having my best weeks ever in business after doing the money work. It's never been so busy. Sales have been coming in online effortlessly. So she was just suddenly getting all these sales, and literally the only part she worked on at that point when she said this was the money mindset stuff, which again we cover in the academy. Okay, we cover in depth those shifts. Some of you have mentioned as well, and I've seen that, like that you did something and like these things are coming in, and you've had like who was it that said about you had some tax come back to you and things like that. It doesn't surprise me when you start doing this work. Okay, now the next thing is step 2 is attract and grow. Okay, so this is attracting people to you and growing. So once you know who you're targeting, what your product is about, again, part of that whole system as well, and we covered this, is like having a success path, telling people, like taking people through a journey. Okay, having a course created, having all those bits. Okay, so all those foundation things, those things that are really clear. Okay, you want to attract and grow your business. All right, so this is a clear strategy to success. Okay, so it's really clear how you do that, the bits that you need to do. Okay, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. You need to grow an audience of customers and ideal clients. You see so many people online, just all these numbers, that means diddly squat. Okay, the reason that I've been able to generate 6 figures every year through just my Instagram account organically is because it's got people in there who are ideal clients and customers, right? So I haven't been growing, I haven't been buying followers. I've not just been doing my content to just attract anyone. I've been really specific with the way that we do it. Okay, so we want you to grow an audience of your ideal clients and customers. Okay, you want to choose your business funnel, your traffic source. Okay, and I'm going to show you that in a second. So free, affiliate, paid. I'm going to show you this in a moment. I'm going to give you a little tangible thing so you can see what this means. Content creation. So content is everything you put out online. Okay, your content, what you say. Okay, so this can be video content, this can be graphical content, this can be just captions, blogs. My podcast is content, right? So it needs to be consistent, high value, aligned. Okay, we want it to attract and convert people. Okay, so bringing out consistent content online. Social media. So again, everyone's on social media, your social media presence. I always say for starting out, focus on just 1 or 2 platforms, and then you can grow it. Again, if you've already done that and you've grown that, you can then bring it over. You know, I know that one of the reasons that my podcast has remained in the charts since we launched it was because I didn't do it the first week I started my business. I grew an audience on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn first. And then I told people about it, they came to that. So I had an audience straight away, and then more people have found the podcast from podcasts and stuff since. Yeah. So we want to keep it small, grow there, and then we can move you, right? It's about doing it in a smart way. Okay. So here's your little tangible thing I want you to think about. 3 ways that you can build your audience. Okay. Effectively, these are the only ways, right? You can do it for free, which is using social media. So this is the organic way. Social media, blogs, websites, things like that. Okay, you can do paid, so you can do it through advertising, so Google ads, Facebook ads, things like that, and affiliation, so other people's platforms, so getting on other people's platforms. There's also PR as well, which I kind of put separate, but it kind of connects as well. So I want you to think about, what is the best way? What do you want to focus on as far as bringing in audience, growing your audience? Do you want to be using ads? Obviously, there's a higher cost, but it takes less time, right? But it's going to be more costly. Do you want to be focusing on social media? And I would really say, like, if you are newer, you know, the organic stuff, the social media stuff, the free stuff is amazing, right? Especially, you know, especially if you're new. But again, I've been doing it 6 years, and this still brings in most of my people, right? More than ads. So, you know, or it could be affiliates, so people that already have your audience that you can actually affiliate. Normally you pay them a commission and you can bring people over. But also, you know, there's things like, you know, guest blogging, podcasting, things like that too, speaking on stages, all that type of stuff. So what naturally kind of for you stands out? All three. Yeah. And the easiest way, again, creating a simple strategy is just to kind of have one main one that you focus on. So Romina, who I mentioned earlier, again, she did obviously this. So since joining the academy, she left her coaching job. I left my coaching job, set up my homeopathy business, and even during the pandemic, had my highest month ever in business, going over her income goals, and made more in her first year in business than in teaching. She's fully booked, and she's recognised as an online expert. So I gave you that example earlier, but again, setting up her social media, she's constantly got people coming through Instagram and her website all the time now without her doing anything, and she's managed to maintain, which is double what she's paying herself now to her teaching salary, it coming in every single month. And then if she wants more, she just does extra things, but without even having to do anything. She sits there and goes for lunch with me, and she's just got people pinging her, which is amazing. Build and launch is the next part. Okay, so again, building your community, right? Building your community, having a community, an audience online. Okay, you need to have people to sell to, you need to have an audience. Okay, and you've got to choose where you want that community to be. A progressive product pipeline, which I'm going to show you an example of this in a moment so that you understand it. I'm going to show you an image. You want to build your personal brand in your brand. So again, people understand you, know you as an authority, get what you do. Sales pages that sell, so websites, having things that, you know, people know how to buy from you, so that you actually have ways that people can buy from you and understand what you do. Launches and evergreen, so that you're able to launch what you do. Okay, so effectively launch online, or have evergreen ways, so you're selling all the time, so that you've got those strategies in place so that you're executing them, because that is what's going to bring people into you consistently. Have a perfect funnel and lead magnet. So a lead magnet is a freebie, some type of offer that people come in through. Okay, funnels are ways that people go, you know, kind of connect you from where they first meet you, and they move through the funnel to really understand what it is that you do, and ultimately, you know, that you can sell them into the next thing. So you're just moving people through a journey. An email list, again, you need to have an email list. This is your bread and butter of your business, so growing that and being able to communicate effectively to your email list as well. So this is a product pipeline, and here's an example of mine. Okay, and depending on where you're at, sometimes, you know, for me, I've got all this stuff filled in, but I'm going to be honing in, and mainly this year, my core focus is actually going to be the academy. Okay, the academy. Like, I'm so passionate about this program. No one is doing this in the UK. Like, I'm like diving deep into that, which naturally it will feed into my mastermind. I'm pulling back a bit for my 3 days for now, because I want to put more energy into the academy, making it better as well. I've got digital products. So what you can see here is with a product pipeline, you know, people start off, you know, they get to know you. It's the free stuff, it's your content. So for me, it's my Facebook group, it can be my podcast, it can be all those things, right? And then it can be products, or it could be your lead magnet. So the people give you their email address, you give them an exchange for something. And then again, the price point goes up as people go in. So for me, you know, I had my 3-day workshop, the academy, my mastermind, and then we have done for your elite services. All right, for you, it could be your free stuff, right, your content, and then you could have you know, maybe a webinar as your opt-in, and then it could be your main, like, core product could be coaching, right? And then you might have a VIP offer. But it's about it being, what happens is people create way too many offers all on the same level, and there's a strategic way of doing it, which I'll teach you, to make sure that you do it right, because too many people people do this wrong, and then they don't end up selling and they end up giving themselves more work to do. So it's about making sure that it's progressive. Okay. Suzanne's a great example. So Suzanne's done all, like, her, when she came to me, she literally had, all she was doing was selling NLP training in person. And she was doing just in person. She tried for a year, again, worked with a big mentor coach, didn't get anywhere, trying to do it online, but didn't get anywhere. Okay, but I pulled back her whole business. Now she's literally got her whole pipeline is covered. Like, she's got her guided meditation and her launches, she's got her course, she's got her NLP diploma, which is mentioned here, she's got her main course, she now has a mastermind, and just her NLP training. Like, it's full and it's working and it's absolutely amazing, right? And she's now making consistent 20k months. And you'll see a little video in a moment. But she said, my business has grown massively since I started working with Kirsty. Like, right at the start, she created her dream group program, which is now launched 5 times. I think it's 6 times now. And we got her to do a paid launch. So she did her NLP diploma course, which was a paid launch, sold 55 spaces in its first week. And then she upsold her NLP training. She's been hitting consistent 5-figure months with 100% close rate, which again, she couldn't close anyone on the calls before. So it just shows the power, again, mentorship, doing it right, like having a proper system can just literally, you know, just like, and it's just been amazing seeing how freaking incredible Suzanne has done. So the last part is sell and convert. Let me see what's going on here. I never email. So sell and convert. So let's talk about selling and converting. So of course, this is what everything we're talking about is about, right? And it's super important, okay, that we need to be able to sell and convert people to the next stage. So we need to be making consistent sales with profit, okay? So not just selling and it just paying for your business expenses, but profit for yourself. So it needs to be consistent, okay? So part of this could be about sales calls and presentations. So knowing how to present. So do you know how to present an effective sales call? Okay, do you know how to present or a sales offer? Okay, dealing with objections, again, before they even happen. I spoke about this yesterday. Again, dealing with objections through the whole thing, because that's something that comes up. So whether it's on a call, whether it's in a presentation, whether it's in your content, diversity in what you sell. So again, if you have all your eggs in one basket, it can be risky, because if something doesn't work or if something happens, and we've seen that with the last couple of years, you can end up losing stuff. So again, it's about having diversity in what it is you're selling, having a money roadmap, knowing how you're going to make that money, right? How you're going to do that. Organic selling is a really important part of this as well. Team. So again, as you grow your business, depending on where you're at, you know, you're working your zone of genius and you have other people to help you. So the team can be part of like your mentors and your trainers, but also people like assistants or bookkeepers. Like, oh my God, I don't know what I would do without my bookkeeping, especially with VAT. It's so confusing, right? So making sure that you have that team. And then it can be as you grow your business, ads, partnerships, affiliates, media, all the other things as well, which grow your business. Sonia's an amazing example of this as well. And she did this literally, oh my God, like the situation that she was in as well when she was in the academy is insane, and insane how well she's done. So during the lockdown academy, she's had her best financial months in business. She built her team massively. She finally created the course she said she would for so long, signed up 4 times the amount of people that she expected, charging more. I would never done this without Kirsty's support. So yeah, she was going to charge less. We put her prices up, and she, a course of 2 years, she kept saying she was going to do. She never did. We got her to do it, and she signed up 4 times the amount of people she expected to. And that again is about just having a mentor that can actually see this can see the bigger vision for you and can see what you can do and can push you to do that and break it down so you know what to do, right? So you're not there going around in your head of like, what do I need to do next, right? You've got the system, you've got the structure, you've got someone to kick you up the ass, which we all need, myself included, right? And she did absolutely amazingly. And she's got 5 kids, by the way, and is going through a divorce. Like, so much was going on for her. And she said, and there's a video which you'll see throughout the week, we'll share it, and it's on the page, that, you know, at first that was like almost like an excuse, right? Like, it's like that reason like not to do it. But she was like, no, that's my reason why I have to do it. I need to get out of this situation that I'm in. I need to provide for my children. I need to do it. And that gave her the oomph to actually go, and, you know, she did the academy, and even that was hard for her at the time, but then she went and signed up for the mastermind, and it's progressed since then. So it's absolutely amazing. So 4 ways that you can sell. Again, one-on-one calls is a way that you can sell. Okay, so on the phone. You can sell one-to-many, so webinars, online events, challenges, things like that. digital ways, so sales pages, funnels, emails. So again, you don't have to talk to anyone there, but copy is important. And obviously these are lower price things. In-person events, stages, networking. So I want you to think about what is the way that you want to focus on selling or getting better at. You might already have mastered one-on-one calls and maybe you want to do one-to-many. Or maybe it's that you want to focus on digital ways of selling because again you've done one-to-many. Okay, so what do you want to focus on? What is your sales method? Okay, what is the way that you want to do it? Let us know. So that is a system. And the other part, which is really, really important, that kind of pulls this all together, and we've been speaking about this week, is the NLP mindset part. Okay, so this is the fundamental. Okay, and this is why I put it in the middle, because it's like the thing that pulls it apart. Now, there is obviously one other area, and that is something that I'm going to talk about tomorrow, okay, in our last live this week. But don't worry, we've got some extra things happening next week. But I'll be talking about that, the secret juice, the really important part. But your mindset and everything around NLP, right, and energy is what connects everything. Because without this, you can't do all the actions and the other things that you need to be doing, okay? So this is effective communication. This is your internal dialogue, how you talk to yourself, okay? The language you use, your language, your client's language, okay? Your energy, your personal energy, okay? There's a reason that despite me having COVID, I've managed to get up and go and bring the energy this week, right? Because I can master my state, I can do these things, okay? So being able to have the power to do that, to be able to get on stage, to be able to present, you know, and have your energy at the right place, yeah? What you believe, you can see if you achieve, okay? We've been speaking about this all week. So important, your mindset around money and success, and all of this is influenced by who you surround yourself with, okay, which is the key part. All right, everyone you're around dictates what you think, what you believe. Your results do this, you know, like I said to you. This is about the containers of success, because when you get around the right people, these things automatically change, and also get taught and nurtured by the right people that know how to do this. Your focus, because what you focus on expands, okay? We get what we focus on, all right? And your state, like I said, your state is really important, okay? So if you want something to happen, you've got to be in a state of certainty. If you're in a state of doubt, what are you going to attract? You're going to attract doubt, yeah? So one thing I want you to think about is, like, why wouldn't you be able to make sales online, okay? Why wouldn't you be able to make sales online? What is the first thing that comes up for you, all right? So think about what that is, because I want you to think of that, and then I want you to do a reframe. So, for example, I need to wait until I can't until, okay, is a common belief. People always want to put it off or have an excuse why they can't do something, when actually the reason you say you can't do it is the reason that you should. It pretty much always is, okay? It's like when people say to me, I can't afford it, it's like, well, that's the reason you need to do it, because this is the thing that's going to help you make the money. Otherwise, if you could, you wouldn't be here. So it's like, let's get resourceful and let's find a way, because there's always a way, you know, and I've shared with you what I did. So I need to wait until I can't until. So a new belief would be, when something aligns with what I want, I take action now. Really powerful. It's so simple. Yeah, it's so effective. What's yours? Okay, I need to wait until I finish my full-time employment. Yeah, has that been your thing? I need to grow my audience first. Yeah. And again, that's not always true, Alex. That's not always true. So why wouldn't you be able to make sales online? So you just want to think about, what's that belief that you've got? What is the new belief? Okay, flip it on its bloody head. Okay, and if you're not sure, still mine. Okay, because I'm sure all of us are like, oh, I can't because I need to wait until da da da. And it's just like, I think of, like, when something aligns with what I want, which is why it's always important to know what you want. Okay, for you to make the right decisions for you, you need to know what it is that you want. And then you say yes to the things that align, that are going to get you there. If they're not going to get you there, then it's a no. It makes it really easy to make decisions, because you're focused, you know what you want. So this feels right. I know this is going to help me. My goal is this. This is going to help me get that goal. Sign me up, or, you know, let's do this, or let's take that action, or let's reach out to that person, or let's start that relationship, or whatever it is. Okay, obviously it depends on what it is, but it makes it much quicker for you to make decisions. Okay, So a little challenge for you that I want you to do, and this transformed my life when I did this, a 30-day challenge. I can challenge, okay? I can. When you change the word I can't to I can. I remember doing this and like being at the gym, and like I just kept putting the weights up. Like I went, I can, and I put it up and up and up. And I benched everything on the weight rack. I'm like, how strong are my legs? Like I didn't even know I could do that. I would never have ever put the weights all the way to the end. But when I kept going, I was on the I can challenge and I just kept doing it. I just moved it and moved it and moved it and was suddenly like, oh my God, I'm lifting all these weights. It's ridiculous. It's amazing what you can do when you just say I can. Okay. And remember, if you can't say I can, say how can I? And your brain, your amazing reticular activating system will find the answers for you. Okay. It's never like if you say I can't, you shut down possibility of it happening. As soon as you say I can, how can I, you literally open up the world like this. Okay, I can't is doing this to you right now. Okay, it's limiting you. You're freaking capable of so much more than you actually know. All right, and that simple change in dialogue, I can, how can I, it's transformed my life and it will transform yours. Okay, 30-day I can challenge. Are you up for that? Are you up for that? Up for that little challenge? So here is the system, okay? And now let's bring it all together to create this strategy. Sell and convert. So we've got clarity and create, attract and grow, sell and convert, build and launch. And of course, the fundamental part is you, okay? It's your mindset, who you surround yourself with, your energy, okay? That's what's going to determine if you even take action or if you even understand what to do or if you get clarity. When you're feeling blocked and not sure what to do, it's because of this core part in the middle, right? That's what it is, okay? It's that part. That's what's running the show. Your energy, you're running the show, okay? So I just want you to answer this question based on this. What areas do you need to work on most? Okay. So what areas do you need to work on most? So I want you to type in the first thing that comes up. And then how will you learn to do the things that you've never done before? Okay. How will you learn to do the things that you've never done before? And I just want you to think about that because you only know what you know, Okay. You only know what you know, Let me just have a look at the comments. See some yeses. What was that too? Oh, the I can challenge. So what areas do you need to work on most? I think the first thing is, okay? And how will you learn to do the things you've never done before, okay? How will you learn to do the things? Now, essentially, your 6-figure blueprint is this. So we've got mindset, money, how tech works, areas need to focus on consistency, boosting sales, amazing, money mindset, cool. So keep typing those in. So your 6-figure blueprint is essentially this: one clear goal, one clear message and ideal client, one core offer. You are fixing selling one main pain point, and you want one main traffic source. Okay. Now throughout the academy, we make sure that we personalize this strategy based on who you are, so that you can pull bits from each thing. Because there is not one way to do it. It's the right way, but it is creating an aligned strategy for you, okay? But you want to be pulling from each of these different things, okay? Once you know them, you can do that. So let me just give you an example of a simple 6-figure plan, just because I'm not the person that's all about 6 figures, this and that, but the truth is that is what most of my clients aspire to and get to, okay? Is creating that 6-figure year, right? Is doing that. And because, that's hitting 6 figures, it's a pretty normal, good amount of money to be making, right? So here's an example, right? So Emma is a coach and her packages are 2.5k. Okay, she gets 3 clients a month. So Emma only has to focus on getting 3 clients a month, because what I will show you how to do, whether it's a course, a program, or one-on-one work, is to package up what you do in a way where it's really high value and it's much easier to sell. So all you've got to do is focus on, just say, for this example, 3 clients, not trying to get 20 clients in, 3 clients, okay? That would bring in £7,500 a month, which is £90,000 a year. Now, she could just focus on that, or even up it to 4 clients a month, right? And already hit 6 figures. But then she could also do something else, like a little course, a lead offer, launch it twice a year, right? 60 people, just get 30 people, just 30 people each launch. That would bring in an extra 15,000, which again brings you more into your 6 figures, okay? 105 altogether. So I just want you to see, just like the way we package it up and the way we do it, when we market it right, when we create the right packages, when we sell to the right pain point, when we know how to sell, we do all these things, we bring it all together, it's actually quite simple. Because when I show you the examples of these clients at basic figures, you might go, how do they do that? I don't understand. But actually, it's once you do these kinds of numbers, it is quite simple, but it doesn't mean that it's easy, okay? and when you're in it, it can be very hard to do, because obviously there's lots of moving parts to it. Once we get that right, you can kind of run with it, right? You can kind of run with it, and it makes it easier to get to the numbers. So can you see that it's possible for you to have a successful online business and make sales now? So all I want to know right now is, can you see that it is possible for you, ladies? I'm going to give it a moment for you to do that. So can you see that it's possible for you to have a successful online business and make sales now? So can you see it is possible for you? Doesn't mean you know how to do it, okay? Oh, my phone's ringing. Doesn't mean you know how to do it. It just means that you can see it's possible. I just need to know that there's some possibility. Someone's calling me. Let me put the phone down. When I'm qualified in facials, this is how I have a business. Yes, absolutely. Yes, definitely. Amazing. Cool. So we see loads of yeses. Just let me know if it's possible. Yeah. Okay, we've got lots of possibility. Okay, so this is where it's going to get really exciting. Oh my God, someone keeps calling me. Stop calling me. Jesus. I'm going to have to block them or something. They keep calling me. Right. It could be because my son's got COVID now. It could be his college calling. I did call them up though. Right. So I'm not frozen, am I? Yep, we got all the yeses. Okay, let's carry on then. So how many of you right now are feeling like this? Okay, you're feeling excited. Oh my God, all the possibility, all of these things. And how many of you are feeling a little bit like this? Maybe it's just like so much information, it's confused, you don't know where to start, you're not sure, like, oh my God. Or maybe a combination of both. So we'll say the first one's 1, the second one's 2, or combination is 3, okay? Where are you right now? Are you feeling really, really excited and like, you know, like, oh my God, there's so much possibility? Or are you feeling a little bit like, oh my God, like, where do I start? There's still so much I need to learn. I don't know how to do this and this and that. Like, where, like, like that, basically. Or maybe you're feeling a combination of both. So you 1, 2, or 3, okay? Both. You've got lots of both. You've got 3, a combination. And that is an absolutely fine place to be, okay? It's an absolutely fine place to be. I mean, the second one is me most of the time, both, yeah. Most of you are saying both, yeah, combination, which is absolutely normal and where I would expect most of you to be. Because let's be honest, firstly, there's so much information that I've given you, right? And there's so much that I haven't even shared that is fundamental to making this happen, okay? So it's going to be hard for you to even, even though we've had a few days together, it's impossible for me to cover everything you'd need to do and the depth and the personalization that you actually need to create these results, to really understand it. So I just want you to try something on right now, okay? I want you to imagine if you had the week that we've had so far, okay? So we've been together for a few days now, literally only 3 days, okay? We're only today 3. But if you imagine you had this kind of week after week, month after month, where would you be 5 months from now? Okay, if you were building on this momentum of what you've done, just think about the things that you've achieved. But if you were building on that, not just doing the same stuff, but you were building on it logically, okay, so it was progressing more and more, okay, you were implementing every week, you were learning every week, where would you be 5 months from now? Okay, I just want you to imagine that. Okay, you had all the support you needed to get there, right? There was no question not answered, no training not there. Like, you had all the knowledge, you had the most amazing women surrounding you, you had a mentor who was there to support you fully, to bring out the best in you, to open you up to believe things that you can't even believe about yourself right now. Okay, what would that look like to you? Okay, what would that feel like to you? Okay, what would that sound like to you? What would that be like for you? And I just want you to imagine, if something comes up, just type it in. Making money. I'm seeing loads of ones. I feel like I'm ready for more success today than I was yesterday. Yeah, launched and making money, happier and more relaxed. What else? So where would you be 5 months from now? Do you think you would likely to achieve what you want to achieve this year if you kept this momentum up and you had all the support that you needed to get there, okay? And you have the support group. I can't tell you how important it is that we are who we surround ourselves with, as well as having the knowledge, as well as having the infrastructure of how you do all of this stuff, right? But actually being able to keep that momentum going, because it's one thing doing it for a few days, it'll get you so far. But if you do this for months, okay, month on month, week on week, it's a completely different level, right? This is where you create that six-figure business. This is where you change the way you think and feel about yourself. This is where your confidence grows. This is where you make a massive impact. This is where you don't pull back in between, you know, when people aren't around. This is where you keep moving forward. Yeah, definitely relieved. Yes, so long. Oh my God, I don't know who he is, keeps calling me. I need to stop. You read these. Yes, so long as I committed. And that's the thing, when you're committed, and this is the container of success, and this is what I want to invite you into, the container, because the container is what does that. Okay, it's the container that makes that happen. Everlated, create impact. Brilliant. I struggle to keep momentum on my own. Most people do, and you should never feel guilty about that, because that is normal. From the moment that we were born, we had parents helping us, we had teachers teaching us, we had a manager, and we go and start our own business, and then we suddenly expect that we can be all those things for ourselves. That's not how it works, right? We actually need mentors, we need support, we need systems, we need structure, we need people. Like, humans need other people, but we need people who are ahead of us, or who are on the same path to align with, because that is what affects our belief system. That affects what's possible for us. So let me ask you a question then. Right now, we've had a bit of a summer fling, okay? And I'm sorry, I'm like getting distracted by these little things. I love the Notebook. We've had a little bit of a summer fling, and I'm a long-term relationship kind of person, and I know the value of longevity, of doing this for a longer period of time, so that I can really help you. So I want to know whether you are a summer fling and you're done, and you've had the last few days and you're done, and you don't want to do anymore, you've had enough, or if you're interested in pursuing this a little bit longer, taking our relationship to the next level, committing to a longer period of time, so that we can have that absolutely long, in-depth romance that actually results in something absolutely freaking phenomenal. Okay, so if you're one, you can leave now. Obviously, you're welcome to leave now if obviously you're not interested in anything beyond today. But if you are two, if you want to see what we can do next, obviously with a free is obviously, you know, we can have the summer fling too, which we just had. But if you want to have more, if you are interested in seeing where we can go if we continue this together, then give me a 2 in the comments, and I want to tell you a little bit more about how I can do this with you. And I've got the most incredible opportunity I've ever created for you guys right now, which I'm so excited about. We've got lots of twos. I would love to do more. Amazing. 2. Amazing. So let me carry on, and obviously keep typing in too, because I want to tell you what we can do beyond today if this moves. Oh, what happened there? 2. Amazing. I'm committed type of person. 2. Amazing. Loving all the 2s. 2. Cool. Amazing. So those of you who want to commit to the next steps and get in depth, and I'm talking about in-depth support. I'm not about to tell you about some membership site where you're just going to, or a course, okay, that you're just going to have to go and learn this on your own, and I'm not going to be there for you. This is not what I'm going to tell you about, okay? This is a support that I am there for you week on week, okay? I'm there to help you implement. I am there to mentor you. You're going to talk to me personally. Obviously, these are Facebook Lives. We don't get to talk. You will actually get to talk to me, okay? We will have a 2-way conversation. This is the depth and stuff that I know that transforms people. I've been doing this for years. I know what works, okay? So I'm not going to sell you into a course or some membership that you're just going to be there just consuming material. This is depth, okay? This is an in-depth mentorship and accreditation program that I want to tell you about, okay, to support you. So it may not be for all of you here, so let's just clear who it's not for, because again, you don't want to have to sit through this if it's not for you. So it's not for anyone who's negative, who moans, finds faults and things. If you aren't committed to your business growth, you don't want support to get there, if you don't like this community or me, definitely is not for you. If you aren't willing to find a way or show up and do the work, it's not for you, okay? You aren't an entrepreneur. If you're not willing to find a way, that's the first thing, so I know that you're not an entrepreneurial mindset, because entrepreneurs always find a way. We're freaking resourceful, okay? We do that that, and that changes something in us. And you don't see the incredible value of the opportunity. Okay, so if this is you, then you're welcome to exit now, because obviously it's not for you. Okay, but seeing who's been here this last week, I don't know if it's anyone here, because you guys have been freaking amazing. Your energy's been incredible. So let's look at what's possible then when we continue to work together. So I'm going to tell you about the Female Entrepreneur Evolution Academy, and I've been running this program for 3.5 years, and every year we make it better and better. And I'm actually going through a process, some trademarking. I'm actually going to be changing up the name to something even higher level. But right now, this is what it is. And we've now increased it. So it is a 5-month, fully accredited online business mentorship program, okay, to help you grow your business online and make sales. Has been registered and accredited by the CPD, so continual personal development. Okay, so you get a fully accredited certification. It adds to the amount of accountability, and you actually implement everything, so you get results. This is all about you getting results, ladies. I'm not here just to talk to you or just give you training. This is about you implementing this. I want you to be my next success story. I want you to be like, oh my God, I was here and there. That is what I want for you. Okay. I want to transform your life. I want to help you. Okay. Help you grow. That's what brings me fulfillment. Okay. That's why I'm very clear on who I work with. Okay. And who I don't work with, because I want you to get results. Okay. So by making it accredited, there is no one in the UK who is doing a program like this. This is at a higher level than everything else out there. And it might sound a little bit of me, but it's true. And it's why it's such a big process to go through these things. But it's because I want to have a higher standard. I've seen the crap there is out there, and maybe some of you have seen it. And I want this to be at a higher level. Okay, so the whole program is accredited, which makes you a more valuable asset. So whether you want to take this training and actually use some of these trainings to help your clients with it, okay, you can do that. All right, and you're fully accredited, and you've got that, and you've got those CPD points. These are what, you know, doctors use, dentists use, my chiropractor has to have them, right? I'm not sure how much you know about the CPD, but you've got that higher level standard. But also just for yourself, it gives you accountability. It gives you momentum. It means that, you know, while you actually apply this, you will actually get the results. And I know the one thing that really helped me my first year as well was also actually having to submit things and do things. It meant I became the coach. Okay, so it's really important. I don't want you passively doing it. I really want to help mentor you. So it's for you if you're committed to creating and growing a successful business. You want an engaged audience full of your ideal clients. You want to create more impact and get more visible. You want to create consistent income and more of it. You want to have your own, you want to have your most successful year, and you don't want to do it alone. Okay. And the businesses that will help. And again, feel free. And I have got Q&A at the end, so I'll answer any questions and stuff like that. Startups. So again, if you're a startup, you're looking to start your business, this will help you because it will give you everything from start to scratch. If you're a content creator, so a trainer, a course creator, an expert of any kind, a coach, a consultant, a mentor. Okay, so practitioners. So if you're a mental or physical health practitioner, designers, stylists, beauty industry experts, photographers, network marketers. Okay, so these are the kind of main industries that's really going to help you, and it's really going to help you create, package up what you know, and sell it online. Okay, so what does the academy cover? Now, this is going to be the quick overview of everything. Now, what I'm going to do is on Tuesday, I'm going to take you behind. I'm doing a behind the scenes call too, so you can actually see the academy and see actually what's in every single module and kind of what we cover, because there's depth to all of this, right? There isn't just one module with one video. There's multiple videos and trainings in each section. Okay, so clarify and create. So everything that we've spoke about, it is covered and some. Okay, so module 1, we do all the setting the foundations for success. This is the mindset stuff and shifts. This is making sure that you've got all the fundamentals in place. Okay, so we go in depth with this. You see what you can sell, what you can change. It's a really important module. Everyone absolutely loves this module. 2, we focus on your brand and business vision. So again, we're doing all the branding and business vision, so we can get really clear on your message, on what you do, and what you deliver. Then module 3 is your ideal client and target market research. We do that so that you really, again, whether you're creating a new program or whether it's your current or whether you're starting from scratch, we make sure that you do the effective work to make sure that that is really clear. And then we have an implementation week where we release some of the bonuses. Attract and grow. So module 4 is all about creating your strategy and program to success. So again, this is creating courses, this is creating your unique framework. So a new module that new training I've added in is all about creating your unique framework and your success path for your clients. This is going to enhance your clients' results, and this is going to make it easier to sell because you're going to actually have a framework that people understand what it is that you do. Okay, or again, it could be a course, a bit like what I have, right, where you take people through it. So again, you do that, and again, you have your own personalized strategy. Okay, so we create that. Module 5, all about content creation, something that I've excelled in. Obviously I have a toolkit and everything all around this area, so we show you how to create great content. So again, this is covered in depth. Module 6 is all around social media, and again, growing through social media, organic strategies. And then we have another implementation week, and we release the Instagram course. Okay, I've been able to generate 6 figures a year through Instagram alone. Okay, I've got 25 and something thousand followers on Instagram, all been happening gradually over the years, and I'll show you exactly how you can do that too. So build and launch, again, we grow your community. Module 7, community and brand building. Module 8 is all about sales pages that sell, websites. Module 9 is launch strategies. So again, it's everything from doing challenges to webinars, all the ways that you can launch your business successfully. And then we have another implementation week. And then sell and convert. Okay, so with that, we have all the sales stuff. So this is organic selling. We cover sales calls, we cover energetic selling. So again, I think there's probably about 6 different trainings within sales, but we go into depth the stuff that you need so that you can effectively make sales. We even show you how do you plan out an effective sales month. You know, all these things that you need to know and do. Module 11, it's sales objections. So again, we go in depth on how you deal effectively with sales objections. Module 12, the perfect funnel and lead magnet. So we go into depth on that and how you do that. Module 13, email marketing, plus it's an implementation week after that as well. Plus we have a load of expert sessions and trainings, bonuses every single month as well. There's so many of them, and when you look at the page, you'll see just some of them. We have podcast, God, we have so much. I'll go into that in a minute. So what do you effectively get as a whole? So you get the whole training suite. Okay, so you get your you get the academy online training suite, which is where we will release those modules every single week. But you'll get those new things that will tell you what you need to do that month. It will give you a workbook. It will give you access to all your trainings. You're going to get 10 group mentorship and feedback calls. Okay, so this is where we have these calls, which are so invaluable, because not only will you get the your questions answered, but what other people ask, you get so much. So I don't know if anyone here has been in my academy, who's still on here right now, but actually being able to have other people ask questions and see what they say, and you just get something. Everyone sits there, aren't like literally taking notes, because people will ask things that you haven't even thought of yet. Okay, so those things, they don't finish, and it should say 10 there as well, but they don't finish until everyone's had their question answered. I'm not someone that is like, oh, that's it, like it's finished, time over. I've been in those programs, hate it. So again, you have those mentorship calls with me, so I can answer your questions personally. Okay, and again, if there's feedback, anything that you need, so we have about 2 of them every single month. 5 implementation sessions as well. So every month we have an implementation session. So again, this is about you implementing the knowledge, all right, and creating momentum. So we'll get you going and do sales. We'll have a 2-hour session where we'll get you actually doing sales activities, or it could be content creation. So it will change every month. But again, we're getting you to implement it, because knowledge without implementation doesn't get you anywhere, right? I want you implementing that so we can obviously get you accredited, but more so you can get the bloody results, right? If we can dedicate that time and get you going out there and doing it, you're going to create results, which is that is what we want. Okay, that is what we want. It is fully accredited and certified. Okay, so you'll get your certification as well. Again, it's one of the only programs in the UK that does this high level accountability, and it gives you a high value skill set. Okay, so when you have this, you've got that skill set. This creates more value to you as an asset, and things that you can do too, and things that you can teach, and things that you know. You'll never unlearn this. This is so high value. When you know how to sell online, when you know how to grow an online business, it's such a valuable skill. Like every business, even if you went back into a corporate world, having that skill to know how to grow an online business, how to market online, how to do these things, it's so valuable, right? It's like it's never going away. Okay, so we also have, you get plug in and play templates already done for you, sheets. So again, makes it really, really easy. There's things that work that you already get that, so it speeds it up for you. Social media support pods helps you grow your engagement on social media. We have our own private Facebook community. So again, you can ask questions in between. We have accountability threads where we celebrate things, where you can ask questions, where we keep you accountable in the week. We also have, so part of the bonuses, we have mind programming audios and trainings. I have a whole mindset mastery section. So again, this is going to transform your mind, and you get to keep those audios forever as well. So again, this is all about the mindset stuff that you need to do. You get the bonus Instagram course, which I told you about. That is a big part of how I've grown my business. You also get funnel and tech support. So again, we have trainings in all of that in the academy, and we have so many guest expert sessions. So it's really about, I want to make sure that you don't have to go anywhere else. And if there's anything in the academy that isn't covered that you need support with, which isn't just, isn't just a question in the calls, we will get the expert in, or I will create a training in that area, okay? Because we want to make sure you're covered. So already we have we've got a podcast in, we've got copywriting, we've got photo shoots, we've got LinkedIn, how you grow on LinkedIn, we've got, oh my God, we've got so much. We've got Pinterest, email marketing, PR, these are amazing trainings, absolutely amazing trainings. Finances. So it's all covered in our bonus section, okay, which you have all these amazing experts, and a lot of them are on the sales page as well. You'll be able to see them, but we have loads of those. So that, again, it's your pick a mix, whereas this is where you can go, oh, actually I want to do that, I want to learn more about that, and you can choose which ones you want to jump into, okay? So you don't need another course ever again, okay? And that's what I want. I don't want you to have to go here, there, and everywhere, because the problem is you don't create that momentum. You just learn this, and then you learn this, and then you learn that. You stay on the same level. We want you doing this, okay, so that you're progressing. And the problem is if you try and train in lots and lots of different things at the same time, you're not going to create that scale that we want you to do, okay, so that you're growing. And then my husband, who is a graphic designer, he's also there to help you with anything to do with branding design, answer all your questions in the group as well. So it's a nice little extra thing. And most importantly, you feel like this. So has anyone felt like this week? Like, oh my God, it feels so good to have a community, to have people, to have that buzz, to have somewhere to go every day, to have somewhere to check in, that feeling, yeah? And you get that when you've got people to celebrate your wins with, to ask questions to have like-minded people around, okay? It's one of the best feelings, okay? So before I tell you how you can join the special exclusive offer I'm going to have for you only for today, I want to quickly introduce a few of the other ladies who have done the academy, just so you can see some of their experiences. So Sinead, when Sinead joined, so I'll read what she said and then I'll kind of do it. I couldn't recommend Kirsty enough. My whole business has totally transformed since joining the academy and coming to the mastermind day. I've had 2 successful launches. In this last week alone, I've sent out £50,000 of invoices and had my first 6-figure year. So after the academy, she had her first 6-figure year. Okay, it was within a year of joining it. It's mind-blowing. Thank you, Kirsty. I can't wait to continue to work with you. So an amazing example. Again, she's a social media manager, and she's gone on to create courses. She was working with people one-on-one. She was working all the hours. She's left there's a lovely video on the page where you can see how her energy and how much her life has transformed as well. Shamini, so she managed to hit 6 figures within a year from working with Kirsty, and it's been a great positive role model for a female-driven business who has both strategic and business know-how with the heart to match it for both mindset and emotional support. Shamini had a lot of health issues as well, and she was completely invisible online. Now she's everywhere. She's constantly bringing in 6 figures a year. She's absolutely done amazing. Rebecca, who again, this is when Rebecca did this when the academy was 3 months, okay? So I put this in because to show you just in the first 3 months. And Rebecca was completely and utterly new to business and coaching, hadn't ever got a client, hadn't done anything yet. She'd literally just got her training. So it was a completely new business. In my first 3 months, I got 3 new clients. So again, just to show you, completely new, just a really basic thing of she brought in 3 new clients and even more potential ones. If you're looking for someone to help grow and build your business to the next level, then you've found the right woman. Kirsty's so knowledgeable, inspirational, and down to earth. You won't just be getting a coach when you work with her. You'll be getting an amazing community of like-minded women and maybe some lasting friendships too. So yeah, so again, just to show you an example of someone completely from scratch and within the first 3 months. Now we've got 5 months, okay, so you can imagine the momentum you can build up on. God, I've got loads, haven't I? So one last one, Alison, sorry, I just need to cough my COVID. During the pandemic, Alison had her highest year ever in business. I know it was a multiple 6-figure sum as well. It's continued month after month. She's been attracting multiple paid opportunities and moved her off offline business online, confronting her tech fears. She sold out her first course with zero spend marketing and no formal launch. So one of the things that I specialize in is organic strategies, okay? And we teach all of that in the academy. You're not going to have to join this, pay for this, and then have to spend £50,000 on ads. I don't know how many of you have joined courses where they literally are like, oh, now you've got to spend all this money on ads. Now you've got to spend all the money on this. Now you've got to spend all this money on that. This isn't the case, okay? Because a lot of what I do is organic strategies, okay? Of course, you can add in ads, you can do those things, but you don't have to, okay? You don't have to with what we do. So you can see from the women that, you know, I've shown you and things like that. Again, whether you're new to business further along, it works for you. If you have time restrictions, everyone did. We've got women with 5 kids. Rebecca, if you're still here, Rebecca has got 5 kids. Rebecca joined. We don't have Rebecca on here, but she is going to speak to you guys as well. But Rebecca's got 5 children, right? And she did the academy, then she accelerated to the mastermind. Her business has kept growing, okay? You know, I don't think, you know, many people can compete with her time constraints when you have 5 kids. Jobs, many people have jobs and then they quit them because they get their business done that. And again, many of them feel like they can't afford, yep, still here, yeah. And again, you've got 5 kids, haven't you, Rebecca? And if you can do it, like, you know, anyone can, right? And you're a single mum as well. Rebecca's a single mum with 5 kids, and she's doing, her business is doing amazingly. And again, it just goes to show. Now there's also a VIP option too. So with all of those extra bits as well, if you want to upgrade to VIP, which is all of the stuff plus those who want, again, especially if you're already in business or you want that extra touch, you get a 90-minute intensive with me, okay? Or it could be 2 45-minute sessions, and you get a full day in-person VIP tailored mastermind day as well, which is happening in July, okay, which is worth 2,700. So this is the VIP option for those of you who want a bit extra, not just the group stuff, but you want some personalization. That's the option for you. You go, girl. You must be a saint. It's been amazing. The community is incredible. It's just the beginning. Oh, thank you, lovely. So let me just put it all together and share with you. I think I'm doing okay for time. So obviously you get the trainings, the calls, implementation sessions, the templates, support pods, the community, the mind program, so much stuff. The Instagram course, the funnels, the bonuses, the expert sessions, and the CPD certification as well. Okay. So the total value is £25,000. Now, I just want to, now I'm not going to charge you £25,000, but just to give you some comparison, okay, because often we can see prices and we don't have anything to compare it against. And I just want you to just compare it to just typical educational things that we do and we invest in all the time. So when we go to university, and something I'm going to be forking out soon for my son, and there's nothing wrong with university. I went to university. I think it's great. But just to give a comparison, okay, because this is mentorship, this is training, okay, this is a certification. And if we look at university, we pay £9,000 a year to go to university, yeah, per year. And that's 27,000, okay, over 3 years we spend. All right, so that's what we're looking at when we're comparing this, but it takes 3 years. We're talking about condensing this into 5 months. It doesn't show you how to get clients, make sales, or apply the knowledge. I think that's the main problem with university, is it's generic information, but it doesn't show us how do we actually get work after this. What do we do? Okay, the academy obviously teaches you how to make sales, how to, you know, gives you an ROI, it teaches you how to apply the knowledge. It's not personalized. So at university, again, it's generic information. You haven't got someone there personalizing it for you, your business, and how you're going to do it your way, okay? And it doesn't cover personal development and shifts that you need to make internally, just information. So again, part of the reason most of us don't do things is because of what's going on here, and it's been able to change those shifts. Okay, you can learn things but never apply them. So again, university doesn't cover that stuff, which is, of course, we covered that. So the academy, yes, it does all the training, but we constantly are covering it in all our calls and our sessions and online. We're constantly bringing an NLP, we're constantly shifting your mindset, we're constantly doing that, because that is the stuff that actually gets you results. Okay, so we do that. And not normally, you don't normally, my English isn't very great there, is it? It's not normally a business expense that you can claim back either. So when you go to university, most of us, have you claimed your university fee back on your business? I doubt many of us have, okay? But this is, so the academy is a tax deductible expense, okay? Your business pays for this, not you. If you do pay for it personally up front or on a credit card, then your business pays you back for the money your business makes. So it's completely tax deductible. It's a business expense, not a personal expense, which is fantastic, right? Which again, you don't get at the university. And just to give you an idea, my first coaching, my first business mentorship was 14,500 and my last was 30,000. So just to give you an idea of pricing, because I'm going to give you a really obviously amazing offer, and just so you can compare it to something that we are doing anyway, right? So before we do, just want to share this with you so you get a little bit of a feel and an idea. Oh, can you hear that? Can you hear that? Oh, let me. Everything connects so it properly works. Okay, so even if there's elements that you know about, you've done before, the whole point of these 3 days is really to connect everything so you get something that's really working for you.
Just the whole process right from the very beginning. You look like I did want a separate set of business of some sort, and this will give the fundamentals of how to do that.
Kirsty's groups and seeing her lives that she was going to deliver that for me.
I've learned massively about myself, imposter syndrome and things like that, and I've done courses before, but I've learned more about how also just like and seeing that we're all sort of in the same boat, we all have the same fears, we all have the same worries, which is just like worrying, but in another way really reassuring, and how Kirsty
So an aha moment for me was definitely, you know what, that cut is playing up a little bit, so I'm gonna leave it. I actually put the wrong video in. Can you believe that? I'm gonna blame COVID for that. I actually put the wrong video to what I want to show you, but the right video that I wanted to show you is actually it's on the sales page, so you can have a look at that. But it's just an example, so this obviously gives you a bit of a feel, so you get to see a little bit what it's like. But what it is there, Suzanne in the video, and again there's lots of them on the page, is talking about how what she achieved and how amazing it was, and her transformation, and how she's now been able to create consistent 20k months. And the great thing about that is to understand again that what you put in and what you get back and your ROI is obviously, you know, is really important, really different things. I'm really sorry about the video though. I don't know what happened there. I'm so annoyed. But let me tell you what the investment is, and let me get off of this video so that you can actually see it. So this is everything that we have, and this is, so the academy is £5,000, okay, and that is what we're going to be charging and what it is going forward. Like you say, it's amazing value. This is for 5 months of mentorship, okay, constant calls, constantly there, everything that you see. And what I want to do is I want to do something special for you guys who are part of this amazing launch that we're doing right now. And this is a one-off, and this is something that we're doing now. So the academy price for you guys right now is 3,500 when you pay in full, or you can do 5 payments of 797. If you choose the VIP option, which has the extra mentorship, so you get the one-on-one time with me, you also get that full day mastermind, then it's 4,500, or 5 payments of 997. Now I'm going to answer questions and everything and show you what to do next. You obviously get absolutely everything that's included here, and the whole thing as well is money back guaranteed, okay, so you've got nothing to lose but everything to gain. So there's a 14-day money back guarantee, as well as you getting your accreditation, and as well as you having everything there as well. So I really want you to think about how much it is worth to you, okay? So again, £3,500 investment, but if you're able to make 6 figures in your first year, if you're even able just to, you know, all you need to do is sign up 2 or 3 clients within a 5-month period to make more than that back, yeah? And that's the video we're showing as examples of that. Well, I messed that up. How would it be for you? What's it worth to you to impact thousands of lives, okay? To work with people, to do the work you love, to make thousands, tens of thousands every month, to be clear and confident what you do, to have that community, to have that support. What's that worth to you? So you've got 2 paths you can choose to go down now, okay? So you can choose to go off and try and do this on your own, okay, which you're obviously welcome to, or you can join us. You can join our amazing academy community, and I can be there to support you, to help you grow your business, to help you make consistent on sales, to help bring out the best in you. Like, that's all I really want. Like, sales, all of that is amazing, but the reason we really do this is for what it can give us, right? I gave you some examples of what it's done for me, my clients' clients at the beginning, and I want you to do that for you. I want you to release your full potential. Okay, this is obviously mentorship, this is your a business investment, but it's a business investment that you get so much back personally. Okay, you're going to get the self-development, you're going to get that happiness, those realizations, you're going to get all of those things. So I love this quote, and I share it time and time again. When a flower doesn't bloom, you don't change the flower, but the environment of which it is in. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you or what you're doing right now. It's just you're not in the right environment. And as soon as we move you into the right environment, the right container that has all the support that you need, has the training you need, has the people that you need, has the knowledge, there is no way that you can't transform your life. There's no way that you can't get that result, because everything is there. Everything is there that you can possibly need. So there is no way that you can fail as long as you show up. And all it takes is your first commitment. Okay. So this is your moment now. This is your big decision. This is the moment that it gets me excited, because, you know, there's been women before where I know this is their life-changing moment where they said yes and they did it, and literally months down the line, a year down the line, like, their lives are in a very different places, their business in a very different place. I've shown you some of them right now. So this is what you're going to get, and this is the opportunity I'm going to give you, and then I'll show you. And I don't know, Rebecca, if you've got the links that people can book a call, because all it is it's a call right now. Okay, so it's like you can apply for your space and you can book a call, and we can make sure that it's the right fit for you, and we can get you signed up for the academy. So like I say, going forward after now is going to be £5,000, okay, which is a freaking amazing offer, right? It's freaking amazing. Like I say, like, it's you know, you compare it to, you know, this is less than half of what you pay for a year for university. You know, university is £27,000. Okay, it's a fraction. It's such a tiny price, and I make it so small so that it encourages more of you to do it, to make it more useful so that you can do it. So you can, obviously, they're the prices for the academy. Now, this does not include VAT. But what I am going to do for anyone who signs up this week, who books your call now, I will pay that for you. So what you see is that there is no extra 20% VAT, okay? So you don't pay anything extra. And again, I'm going to answer, so feel free to start typing in questions. I'm going to answer them all. So you won't pay anything more when you book your call right now. Now, what I'm going to do for those of you on the webinar only, because there's 22 of you right now on the webinar, if you book your call right now, Rebecca's just done that. So if you do, make sure it's within an hour. I know, like, you might ask questions now. So if you click the link, so you've got it saved. If you book it here, I'm also going to throw in an extra 30-minute one-on-one session with me, okay? This is my crazy offer, because that's worth £750. That anyone who books it on the webinar, you're also going to get an additional 30-minute session with me. Despite whatever else you do, you're going to get that too. That's only for people who are live on this webinar, who are here right now. Like, I appreciate the fact that you've been here, that you showed up, that you stayed till the end. Love you. So that is something that you guys will get. So that is for when you apply right now. Book your space. Again, this is booking a call. You're not putting any money down or anything right now. It is literally booking a call so that we can speak to you, we can sign you up, make sure you go into the right offer, and obviously you can sort out whether you want to do payment plan, paying for, whatever you want to do. Okay. And that is it, isn't it? Now I'm going to be doing also, and most people sign up and they come to a behind the scenes Q&A call where you'll get to see it in depth. I'm going to show you the academy. I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to tell you about times, dates, answer absolutely everything. Now I'm here to answer questions now. Okay, I'm going to answer questions now as well at 12 p.m. on Tuesday. Okay, and now we're just doing a few more updates to the website, the Themetical Evolution Academy, but that will be, I'll send that link to you later on as well, and you'll get to see everything in detail there too. So feel free to ask loads of questions. Now what you can do is scan this with your phones. If you're watching this on your laptop, I know Rebecca shared the link. Rebecca, can you share it one more time as well, just so it's jumping up there? You can just scan this on your phone and it will come up, and then you can you book your call from there. So if you want to scan it, if you haven't got the link there, you can do that. So I'll give that a moment, and I'm going to